Hello, this is Jonah Rosenblum, high school sports reporter for the Record-Courier. Welcome to Portage Football Live. Let's start out with a few game balls for Week 3 action. We've got the first game ball going to the Streetsboro Rockets. They came back from 24-0 down, a 30-8 deficit early in the second half. They came back sparked by a big kickoff return for a touchdown by Keyshawn Jones, a game-tying touchdown run and two-point conversion by running back Russell Kendall, and then the game-winning pass in overtime from Will Butler to Dakari Carter. Congratulations to the Rockets. A game ball goes out to the Garfield offense. Dalton Fall, 5 touchdown passes to 4 different wide receivers. Kyle Borelli, the running back, even got into the action, firing a touchdown pass of his own. The G-Men offense remains very dangerous. Speaking of dangerous offenses in the county division, we've got the Mogador Wildcats. This team is already so potent on the ground with Austin Williams, but Cole Jaber continues to get better and better and better every single week. Last week, 7 of 10, 147 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a win over Norton. The scariest part, he had 2 touchdown passes of 20-plus yards, and he had 2 other passes of 20-plus yards to set the Wildcats up in the red zone. So a team that always can get it done on the ground now has that big play capability as well. We turn also a couple of game balls to Waterloo and Southeast for recording their first wins of the season. Waterloo coming back from a 32-0 loss in Week 2 to record a 41-0 win in Week 3, so incredible resiliency from that team. And just a great team win. I talked to Coach Mike Debbys, and he talked about how his defensive backups came in with a goal line stand. His freshman backup quarterback Riley Swindell came in and had a couple of great runs. Trevor Wise came in and had 6 catches for 125 yards. So a lot of contributions from a lot of different areas for a Vikings team that has to be feeling good right now. And then speaking of feeling good, you've got a Southeast team that beat West Branch. West Branch actually beat Southeast 28-0 last year. So for the Pirates to come back and get this 20-0 win, very impressive. And Billy Rose continues to make a, quote, seamless, unquote, transition to the wide receiver position, according to Coach Pat Ewell. Let's turn to Week 4. We have the start of Metro Division play, so a bunch of matchups there. Streetsboro at Springfield, Norton at Field, which could be a pretty good matchup. Coventry at Cloverleaf, and finally the Record-Courier game of the week, the game I'll be covering, Ravenna at Woodridge. I talked to Coach Jim Lenardi a couple of times over the last couple of weeks, and he keeps talking about Bowen Brown and the tremendous strides he's been making. And last week the Ravenna offense completed 14 of 23 passes for 155 yards, and the most important thing when you're talking about a new quarterback, 0 interceptions. Meanwhile, I was talking to Woodridge coach Jeff Decker about the tremendous progress of Sharif Howard, who has 12 catches for 176 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. And we were talking about how, well, number one, they already have a great wide receiver in Jake Margroff, so if Sharif Howard, the Bulldogs now have a two-headed monster at wide receiver, in addition to having King Alfred Sanders in the running game. We also talked about Sharif Howard, how last year he was still trying to fight for the quarterback position all throughout the summer. Well, this year he's focused on wide receiver and wide receiver only, and we are certainly seeing the results in Peninsula. Speaking of Peninsula, I hope you'll join me at JLR Sports. That's my Twitter handle. That's where I'll be covering Ravenna Woodridge football. And please join the rest of us at the Record-Courier as we bring you a full slate of Week 4 action. Thank you so much for joining Portage Football Live. My name is Jonah Rosenblum. Have a great day.